On your textbook, page number 12. High up in the cooler air, the vulture flew. Hurry along, he called. The camel is not far off. Okay, so the vulture flew in the high air. Okay, and he's saying that lion and the fox that come fast because the vulture is not move far now. But the lion could not hurry any more. The hot sand burned his paws. He could go no further. Okay, now this lion could not walk very fast. He could not run fast because his legs were very much burned. Paws means his boot. Okay, they were too much burned because of the hot sand. Yes, we everyone know that the camel they stay on the desert. Okay, and there is land. Okay, too much sand. Stop, he shouted to the others. Now he shouted to others that stop. Okay, let us go back to the forest. I do not care to try camel meat. Now the lion is saying to everyone that let us go back because he don't wanted to walk more. His legs were too much burned and he's saying that he don't want to try the meat. The Lion King's advisors were frightened. Now frightened means scare. Okay, all these advisors were getting scared now. The forest was far behind them and they did not know how to get the lion back home. Okay, now the forest was too much back behind that how they will take the lion back home. They were afraid now because if the lion will not walk, what will happen? Now the leopard wanted to run away. Yes, now the leopard wanted to run because he got very scared. The vulture wanted to watch and wait and eat the lion later on. Okay, now the leopard wanted to run away. Why he wanted to run? Because he thought if the lion will wait here, right, he is too much hungry. If he will feel so much hungry, he will do what he will do. He will eat us only now. So the leopard wanted to run, and the vulture, he is too much smart. That bird, he is saying that I will wait here and I will watch. Okay, because after waiting here, what will happen? Lion will feel so much hungry and he will also die. So I can eat the lion. But the clever fox thought of a plan. Off into the desert he ran, saying, I will bring some help. Now the clever fox, he thought of a plan. Okay, that he will go running and he said that I will bring you some help. After running for some time, the fox found the camel. The camel was indeed surprised to see him. So the fox ran fast, very fast, and the camel also saw the fox and he got surprised. Indeed means he got truly surprised. Okay, to see the fox. Hurry up, friend camel, said the fox. Our king wants you at once. Now the fox is saying that camel that come fast. Friend, our king wants you at once. Your king, said the camel. Who is that? I do not know any king. I only know my master, for whom I carry goods across the desert. Now the camel also got shocked. He is asking, who is your king? I don't know any king. I only know that I have one master for whom I carry goods. Okay, we have seen the camel carries goods. Okay, our king, the lion, has killed your master, said the fox. Now you are free, and the lion has invited you to live at his court. Come along. Now the fox, he used his plan. He is saying that our king has killed your master and you are now free. No one is your master and all. So you can come with me and meet our lion. Okay. The camel followed the fox. Now the camel also followed the fox. When the fox and the camel reached the lion's camp, the vulture and the leopard were surprised. Even the lion looked pleased in spite of his burned paws. Okay, so when this fox and the camel reached the lion's camp where the lion was sitting, the vulture and the leopard were also got surprised that how this camel came back. Okay, and even the lion was looking as pleased. Okay, he was very shocked that because of his legs were also already burnt. The camel was presented to the king. He agreed to serve the lion in return for a home at his court. Okay, now what the camel got? Camel was presented in front of the king and he said that he will return the lion back to his court. Get on the camel's back, your majesty, said the fox. We will return home. Yes, now the fox is saying the camel that the lion that get back, sit on the back of the camel and we will return back home. The lion at once jumped onto the camel's back. His courtiers, the fox and the leopard, jumped up behind him, and with the vulture flying ahead as a guide, they set off on the long journey back to the forest. Okay, so this lion jumped on the camel's back. Yes, and after him the fox and the leopard, they both also jumped on him. Okay, and this camel, he carried the lion, fox and the leopard on his back, and he went back to the forest. They came back journey to the forest, and this vulture was flying. When the travelers reached the forest, they were all tired and hungry. Now as they returned back to the forest, they all were very tired, okay, and they were very hungry also. The fox, the leopard and the vulture looked at the camel. Then they looked at each other and smiled hungry smiles. Okay, now these three were looking at that camel because they were knowing that now we will kill the camel, hunt the camel, and we will have our food. They had brought the camel for the king's dinner. Now it was time for the feast. Okay, so the fox had already planned, and they brought the camel for the dinner. The Lion King knew what his courtiers were thinking. He called the camel to him. Now the lion was already knowing that what these people are thinking. Okay, this fox, vulture, and the leopard. So he called the camel to his side. Friend camel, he said, I have to thank you for saving my life. You are welcome to live at my court as long as you like. I promise you my protection. Now this lion thanked the camel. Yes, because he saved his life. He is saying that thank you for saving my life. If you were not there, what will happen? If camel would have not brought him back, the lion would have died there only. Yes, but he saved his life. So he is saying that you can join my court and I will give you my protection also. The lion's courtiers were shocked. Had they not risked their lives so that he could try camel meat, and the king wanted to let the camel leave. Okay. Now all these three also got shocked that it must be a risk for us, because the camel, we brought camel to have the meat, but this lion is not hunting the camel. He wants the camel to live alive. The courtiers were not pleased with his decision, yet they could do nothing. Okay, now these three were not happy with the decision of the lion, but still they cannot do anything because he was the king of the forest. Now the lion's paws were so badly burned that he could not go hunting, but that did not keep him from growing very hungry indeed. Now this lion's paws, means his legs, were so much burned that he could not go for hunting, but he was also feeling very hungry also. Yes, because there was no food for him. Leopard, vulture, he shouted, don't you see that I am ill and hungry? Go and get me some food. Now this lion shouted at this tree. Okay, and he's saying that go and bring me some food because I'm too much hungry and I'm also not feeling well. The courtiers had to obey the king, so out they went. But they did not go far. They sat down in a safe place and discussed what they could do. Now these three of them, they have to obey what the king say. Yes, so they went out, but they did not went very much far. They went in a one place and they sat down and they discussed that what they will do. I know, said the fox, after a while, we shall make the camel ask to be eaten. Now the fox is saying that I know that we can't do anything, so what we will do is we will ask the camel only to have eaten by the king. He told the others of his plan. They all agreed. So back they went to the king. Now the fox again made one plan because he was a clever, okay, and he was the wise creature. Yes, so he made one plan and he told the others also. Yes, and then they came back. First the vulture stepped forward. Your Majesty, he said, bowing low. So as they planned, the vulture came first and he said, bowing low, Your Majesty, we have found no food, but we cannot let Your Majesty suffer. I am a poor creature, eat me. Okay. Now this vulture said that we have not found any food, so you do one thing, you eat me. Okay, because I am very poor creature. The fox pushed the vulture aside. I have more meat on me, he cried. Eat me, Your Majesty. Yes. Now the fox, he pushed his vulture and he came forward and he said, I am having very meat on me, means I am very big and you can get more meat on my body, so eat me. Now the leopard rushed forward. I am not much good, he cried, but I could make a meal for the king. Okay. Now this leopard also rushed and he pushed the others and he said that I am not much good. Okay, and he was crying and saying, you can have my meat, you eat me. The camel listened to all these offers. He must do as much, he thought. Okay, now as they have planned that if we three will go and say this, the camel will also go, right? And then the lion king will eat the camel. So the camel also listened this and he also went running and he also said, Your Majesty, he said, I too am willing to give my life for you. Please eat me instead of these old friends of yours. You will be more useful than I am. Now what he's saying is these three are your old friends and I am just now. Okay, I am not that much useful for you. You can eat me. Okay. This was what the fox, the leopard and the vulture were waiting for. Okay, so these were their plan. And as they have planned, everything was happening as their plan only. They prepared to jump at the camel, but the lion stopped them. Okay, so as the camel said that eat me, these three were already ready to jump on the camel, but the lion stopped them. You are all good and loyal subjects, he said. My heart is touched by your offers. I accept them all. I shall eat you in the order in which you offered yourselves. Now this lion said that you all are very good and loyal, yes, and my heart is also very happy. I am feeling very happy by your offers. So I will accept your offer, I will not let you down, and I will eat you all in the order. Now the vulture, fox, and the leopard were shocked. Now these three got shocked. Away flew the vulture, away ran the fox and the leopard, and they were never seen in the forest. So as soon as the lion said, I will eat you in three in order, they all three got shocked and they flew away. Yes, the vulture flew away, and the fox and the leopard ran away from the forest, and they were not again seen in the forest anymore. The lion laughed to see them go. Okay, the lion started laughing that how the three ran away. Then he turned to the camel and said, You have been loyal and good. You shall be my friend as long as we are alive. Okay, now the lion is saying to the camel that you are my true friend because you did not went. Yes, the lion was there only. So you can be my friend and we will live together as long as we are alive. Okay. The camel was happy and grateful. Now the camel also felt very happy and grateful. Grateful means he was very thanked by the lion. The lion thought to himself that to be king is good, but to be kind is better. Now what the lion is thinking to himself is, king बनना बहुत आसान है. Yes, and it is very good to become a king, but to be kind is very better. Okay, इंसानियत दिखाना एक बहुत बड़ी बात होती है. Okay, so from this whole story, what we learn is the same thought that to be king is good, and but to be kind is better. Okay, so we should be very loyal to others. If you are promising something, you should behave in that way only. Okay, children. So with this, I am sending you the meanings also. Note down in your notebook and take care.